Hi, everybody. It's Kim and Inocente. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. On this episode, I actually wanted to bring on one of my good friends, Kristin. I've known her, gosh, since probably 2012 or, longer. We used to work at the bank together. And then from there, she transitioned into mortgages and then became a real estate agent in the Temecula area. And so I just wanted to bring her on and talk about our past in banking and learn a little bit about where she works and just giggle. She's super fun. So welcome, Kristin. How are you?
Hello, Kim. I am well. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be a part of this. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah. So why don't you tell everybody like a little bit about yourself, what you do, where you work at?
Sure, sure. So I am a realtor out in the Temecula, California area. As you mentioned, I have a background in lending. I have about 20 years combined experience with lending, escrow, title. As you mentioned before, we were in banking where I did also refinancing, and that's where I kind of dip my toes in. But
Yeah.
I am a tried and true real estate person. I enjoy drinking wine because that's what we do out here in Temecula. And I enjoy my favorite thing in the world is finding my first time home buyers homes because it's just like the most magical thing you can do.
It is the best. It's
Yeah.
honestly so much fun. How long have you lived out in the Temecula area? Because I remember we worked in Lancaster together. We were both bankers, which was super fun. I was always like so sad when you had a day off because work was a lot more boring.
Seriously, we were those coworkers that like we secretly liked each other and we tolerated everyone.
Yeah, I would sum it up that way. We were just more
Love you
fun. We didn't,
guys, but not really.
yeah. Well, no, because I
Um,
feel like in sales, because those were very much sales positions, you get turned down and you were the only other one that was like water off a duck's back where I was like, whatever, on to the next. And so, you were like me, you didn't take yourself too seriously. It was like, it didn't hurt our egos or anything like that.
that
Yeah.
part, I don't think either one of us take ourselves very seriously, and that is an endearing quality in my opinion. But I have been out in Temecula now. Gosh, it's been dang near 10 years that
Oh,
I've been
wow.
out here, and I love it. I had no idea where it was before moving here. I moved to Irvine for a job in lending, and then I moved out here because we just couldn't afford to live anywhere else. So it's actually this little pocket in Southern California. It's right on the edge of Riverside and San Diego County, and we are an hour from San Diego. We're an hour from Orange County. We're an hour from Disneyland. We're an hour from the beach. We're an hour from the mountains. Like I just feel like I'm in the center of the universe, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful, and the schools are lovely, and I am just trying to bring everyone out here.
Yeah. No, that sounds like I would love to live so close to a bunch of wineries. I think that would be so nice.
It's nice, but you do have to develop some self-control.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet. Yeah. Well, that's super cool. So in Temecula, so I know like if you want to like do a throwback, because like Palmdale and Lancaster are definitely kind of like that where it's like more affordable if you don't want to live like, down in the
Hmm.
valley and whatever, and a lot of people make that commute. Um, how much does it cost? Like if you do like Temecula versus like, I don't know, I'm sure there's like other areas nearby. I imagine Temecula being like a little bit pricier.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So is actually super affordable, and there's surrounding areas that are even more affordable that would get you
Okay.
all the benefits of Temecula. So to put it into perspective, once you get into Orange County and San Diego counties, you're looking at a median home price for a regular tract home of around $1 million. So once you get to Temecula, you're looking more in terms of like 800 and so is your median.
Mhm.
And then we have just next door Murrieta, which it goes all the way down to 680 median house price. And you get more for your money, that type of thing. And then there's
Yeah.
Menifee, which is just a little bit farther, which is where I actually live, is where I bought my most recent home. And that
Mhm.
median home price is all the way down to 600. So the beautiful thing is there's lots of options out here, and you get all of the benefit of the schools, the area, the location, and weather. Weather is
Yeah.
lovely.
I know. I imagine that the weather's super nice too. Southern
Yeah,
California definitely as a whole, right?
Southern California, but we're known as like the Southern California Napa because of
Uh-huh.
all the wineries, and you do have to have kind of a temperate climate in order for those little grapees to do well,
Yeah.
what they
What's
tell
your
me.
favorite winery out there? Like if you had to pick your favorite one, do you have like a,
Oh my gosh, my favorite is Miramonte and
okay,
also South Coast Winery. But if you ever come out here, you are spoiled for options. Even being here 10 years, I drive down the road and I'm like, what's that? What's that?
really?
And there's so many. I mean, there must be like 200 wineries, legitimate.
I've
So,
heard
but
of the South Coast one, I
oh,
think.
it's that might have to be, we'll talk later, but that might have to be an outing for us one of these days.
Yeah, like a work meeting.
Yeah, it's a write-off.
It's a write-off. Yeah, like David from Schitt's Creek. It's a write-off.
Right.
I
Let's just
love
write
him.
it off. We don't have to
Yeah,
pay.
that's interesting. I know because I was thinking about like comparing like from where because neither of us live in the Antelope Valley anymore, but I still go out there frequently. And so like Lancaster, their median price is about 479. And then Palmdale is like about 486. So yeah, it is kind of interesting how the different areas it can be a big difference depending on where you go and what you have access to and things like that. So
Yeah, and there's a benefit to each one, and that's why it is important to kind of find, your realtors that are familiar with the areas. Because if you're
mhm.
licensed in California, I can sell a house right now in Montecito, as can you.
Right.
Even though we're not super familiar with the area, we would be doing our own research. But when you find that person who grew up there and lives there, it's so nice to say, okay, why is it more expensive here? And have some person break down what are the benefits and what are
Yeah.
the not so benefits.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, because you could go 2 miles south or whatever in a different direction of a town, and it could be totally different. And if you're not from there and you don't know, like, how do you even advise a client? Like, you wouldn't really know what makes one area more special or whatever than the other. It's true.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, that's super cool. So, um, let's see. What's another question? So I asked you what your favorite places to go. I know that you just went to Costa Rica and you were even considering maybe buying in that
I
buying there.
was,
So
yes.
tell me about that trip and everything because I thought that was so cool.
Oh, yeah, of course. So it was a lovely trip. I'm super fortunate that my mom is from there. So I have a huge, huge family out there. I feel like I'm related to the entire country. Every time I meet a person, they end up being related to me. So
Oh wow.
that's lovely. But one thing I will say, while it is beautiful and stunning and a place that everybody should go visit, um, living in Southern California, we are very spoiled in terms
Uh-huh.
of what is available to us convenience wise and the weather. So it was so hot out there and so humid that when I got home, I was just like, oh, like I just wanted to kiss the ground when we got off of the airplane because it made me realize how amazing California is. And
Yeah.
a lot of people from other states hate on us and they hate us because they ain't us, baby,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it is so nice. Like it was 72 degrees with a slight breeze, in the middle of
Yeah.
where everyone else is frozen out, or in Costa Rica's, it was 87 degrees with 70% humidity.
Ugh,
Yeah, it was just, I love it, but I don't know if I will be buying out there after that experience.
darn it.
I think I might just buy something in the mountains or something like that. But
Yeah.
to your point, also, it's so much easier to buy in the States. There's so many programs that help people like me and you that we don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to go and
Yeah.
buy something cash, which is what you have to have in other countries. They do not finance the same way. So
Right.
and I also want to mention one of my quotes to my clients is nothing in this life is sure except for death, taxes, and Southern California real estate,
Yeah.
because it is just the best, long-term investment you can make really at anywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's not
No,
going
it's true.
anywhere.
Yeah, no, it is true. I know. We were just talking about how before we started recording in Lancaster, like I mean, February 2020, the median home price in Lancaster was like 300,000 and now it's all the way up to 479 and it's like it's only going to continue to go up. Like even though we've had so many people leave the state and everything, it's honestly I know so many people that have even left and come back because they're
Hmm.
like it's just not the same and that's been happening a lot lately and so it's still a super desirable place to live. Like you literally cannot beat the weather. Like we have the mountains, the beaches, we have everything here.
We do have
Everything.
everything. We have everything here. We have good food. We have, nice
Hmm.
people. Because, you have romanticized ideas. I know I do. I'm like, I want to go here. And then I go there and I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. It's great. But it's
Yeah.
still the ugly stepsister. Like
Yeah.
California that's the girl.
Yeah.
That's the girl you
That's the
want. That's where
girl.
you want to live.
Yeah. And speaking of food, like Mexican food in other states is
Don't even bother.
it's not when I lived in Portland briefly, I remember we went to this Mexican restaurant and I swear the refried beans were like this weird gray color and nothing was good. And they were like, this is the best place. And I was like, it's not, this is
No,
not the
girl.
same. This is not, it's not good.
Mm-mm. It's
No.
not good. I think the only exception to that would be Arizona, in my experience out there. Arizona. And then
Yeah.
once you get to New Mexico and Texas, they have this thing called Tex-Mex, which I just think is an
Yeah.
abomination. Like either do it or
Really?
don't do it.
Do it or don't. They put their own spin on it. I don't know if I've ever had Tex-Mex. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Mexican food with a twang. I don't even know how to experience. I'm sure there are some people out there. They're like, oh, it's great. Like once you get to know. But I'm fortunate that I grew up in Southern California.
Yeah.
I want Mexican food when I want Mexican food. I'm not here for some Mexican adjacent food. I want
Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah, like we know like what a taco is supposed to be like a street taco.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is I imagine Tex-Mex being like I need to Google this now when we're done, but like barbecue like
Yes, it's
with
like
in a
barbecue and
taco.
Mexican had a baby. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah, like a chuck roast taco. Like maybe it's good, but I don't think it would be yeah, not the same.
A lot of it's good. I think it's in my head where I want Mexican and this is not it, and it's hitting flavor notes that I'm not expecting, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
no, no, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, like the smoky taste shouldn't be in a taco. But
No, I mean,
yeah.
no.
All right, cool. Well, I know this is a little quick. I want to have you on again though. But I know that you have a meeting with a client. So,
Yes,
um,
I hope this is one of many.
yes, you'll be
You
our
know,
Temecula wine expert.
yes.
So,
Okay.
our real estate Temecula wine expert that comes on periodically to chit chat about wine country.
Absolutely. And I can pair a lovely wine with whatever home that you're looking at.
That would be
Like,
so fun.
oh, this will go great with a Chardonnay on your
Oh my
balcony.
gosh. We're gonna do that next time, actually. I'm gonna write
Okay.
a note
Like,
to
let me
myself
write that
about
down.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like this one is would go great with a Pinot Noir. Yeah.
Yes.
That's my
And the
favorite is a Pinot Noir.
sunsets. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm getting there. I don't have the most discerning palate when it comes to I was there yesterday and they were like notes of cherry and this and that. And I was like, it tastes like wine, bro. I don't know
Yeah.
what
Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's like a chocolate. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I can tell like the chocolatey kind of taste, but other than that, they're like oak. And this I'm like, I don't know. We went
I'll have
a
to
few
bring you
years
with
ago.
my husband because he knows how
This
to like they slurp it. They do this thing where it looks silly, but they swear they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm just gonna shoot it back. I don't know. I
Yeah,
try to
right. They're
act
like,
like I
spit it
know,
out.
but I don't know. I don't know at all. Even when
The
we like a few years ago, well, I guess longer than that, like 8 years ago or something, we went to Tennessee, not wine, but we went to the Jack Daniel's distillery and they were like having us taste whiskey and they're like, this one tastes like banana. And I'm like trying not to like throw up and they're like, this is so gross. And my husband, I don't know if he ever tasted the banana, but he's like smelling it and like acting like he knows. And I'm like, this tastes like alcohol. It does not taste like banana. It's gross. I don't
when
know.
all else fails, just nod and smile.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yes.
all right. Well, I will put all your contact information in the show notes if you would like to work with Kristin or reach out to her, ask her questions about Temecula, her favorite wineries. And yeah, I will have you on again. And we will pair maybe like your favorite listing with like, I don't know, a magic
I
glass of
love
wine.
that. I
It's so
love that.
cute.
Yes. Everybody, please
Yeah.
follow. My website will be in there as well. I am here to be, as is Kim. We are not just realtors, we are resources.
Yes.
Just because you call us does not mean you're obligated to buy. Just because you get a pre-approved does not mean you're obligated to buy. We are here to take all of the guesswork out and empower you with information. And thank you so much, Kim, for setting this up. I really appreciate it. And
Yeah.
I always love talking to you. So we could do this
Yeah.
every day as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, I agree. I think we'll do it again. We'll find a good listing and showcase it.
Yes, sounds
All
good.
right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys. Bye, Kim.
Bye.